you take this page? Page 62. Ananda Kanda. Ananda Kanda Nitai Chanda. Mataji, it will go up and down. Can you do that?
I will give it a try, Maharaj.
So, Ananda Kanda Nitai Chanda. It will go more up and down.
I'm ready for up and down.
Our whole life is up.
Yeah, that's why this version is like that. And we need Nityananda Prabhu. Ananda Kanda Nitai Chanda Aruna Nayana Karuna Chanda Ananda Kanda Nitai Chanda Nayana Karuna Chanda Karuna Pura Sagan Jura Karuna Pura Sagan Jura Karuna Pura Sagan Jura Hari Hari Dhani Bolo Re Hari Hari Dhani Bolo Re Nitai Hari Hari Dhani Bolo Re Hari Hari Dhani Bolo Re You don't have to stop. Natakaranga Bhakata Sangha Natakaranga Bhakata Sangha Vividha Bhasa Rasataranga Natakaranga Bhakata Sangha Vividha Bhasa Rasataranga Ishatahasa Madhura Bhasha Ishatahasa Madhura Bhasha Ishatahasa Madhura Bhasha Ishatahasa Madhura Bhasha Sagane Gima Patita Kora Japata Gora Patita Kora Japata Gora Dina Rajani Ananda Bhora Patita Kora Japata Gora Dina Rajani Ananda Bhora Prema Ratana Kariya Jatana Prema Ratana Kariya Jatana Prema Ratana Kariya Jatana Prema Ratana Kariya Jatana Jagajane Karudana Re Jagajane Karudana Re Vanitai Jagajane Karudana Re Jagajane Karudana Re Krishna Kanaya Giriviraja Kirtana Maja Rasika Raja Yajana Giriviraja Braja Vihara Rasa Vidhara Braja Vihara Rasa Vidhara Braja Vihara Rasa Vidhara Braja Vihara Rasa Vidhara Madhura Madhura Gana Re Madhura Madhura Gana Re Nitai Madhura Madhura Gana Re Madhura Madhura Gana Re धूली धूसरा धरनी ऊपरा धूली धूसरा धरनी ऊपरा कब हो लूठाता प्रेम गाना गाना धूली धूसरा धरनी ऊपरा कब हो लूठाता प्रेम गाना गाना कब हो चालाता कब हो खेलाता 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 कब हो आटा आसरे अनिताई कब हो आटा आसरे कब हो आसरे कब हो स्वेदा कब हो खेदा कब हो स्वेदा कब हो खेदा कब हो पोला का स्वर विभेदा कब हो स्वेदा कब हो खेदा कब हो पोला का स्वर विभेदा कब हो लांभा कब हो झांपा 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 कब हो दीर्घ श्वास रे कब हो दीर्घ श्वास रे ओ कब हो दीर्घ श्वास रे कब हो दीर्घ श्वास रे This is wrong. Karuna Sindhu Akhila Bandhu Karuna Sindhu Akhila Bandhu Karuna Sindhu Akhila Bandhu Karuna Sindhu Akhila Bandhu Kali Yoga Tama Purana Hindu Karuna Sindhu Akhila Bandhu Kali Yoga Tama Purana Hindu Jagat Lochana Patal Mochana Jagat Lochana Patal Mochana Nitai He Nitai He Jagat Lochana Patal Mochana Jagat Lochana Patal Mochana Jagat Lochana Patal Mochana Jagat दुराचना प्रेम दाने करलो मोचना अंधा अधमा दीन दुराचना प्रेम दाने करलो मोचना पाइलो जगता निताई है पाइलो जगता केवल वंचिता पाइलो जगता केवल वंचिता हे राधा वल्लभ दास रे राधा वल्लभ दास रे ओ हे राधा वल्लभ दास रे राधा वल्लभ दास दया निताय दया गो दया निताय दया गो दया everyone ओ दया नित्यानंद राम जय नित्यानंद राम नित्यानंद राम जय नित्यानंद निताई है निताई है निताई है निताई है निता 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 निताई निता निताई है निता 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 निताई ओ निता 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 निताई निता निता निताई है निता 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 निताय रक्षमा निता 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 निताय पाहि मां निता 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 निताय निताय हे निता 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 निताय निता निताय निता निताय निताय हे निता 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 निताय पतित पावन निताय गौरांगो पतित पावन निताय गौरांगो प्रेम दाता शिरोमणि निताय गौरांगो प्रेम दाता शिरोमणि ओ प्रेम दाता शिरोमणि निताय गौरांगो अपराध क्षमा करो निताय गौरांगो अपराध क्षमा करो निताय गौरांगो सेवाय अधिकार दो निताय गौरांगो सेवाय निता 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 निताय गौरांगो निता 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 निताय निता 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 निताय गौरांगो निता 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 निताय निता 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 निताय निताय गौरांगो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे राम 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 हरे 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 राम Krishna 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 Hare Hare Bolo Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Oh Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. So now this is a birth song of Nityananda Prabhu. Can you put on the display on the screen?
That WhatsApp song.
Yes. When Nityananda Prabhu born? Mayapur? No. Kolodev?
Ekachakra.
Ekachakra. Where's the phone? This birth song, like for Krishna birth song, that's in Hindi. For Mayapur, for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we sing on the day of God Punim, long song. And this is for Nityananda Prabhu, short. Put on your messenger. My message. Messenger.
Oh.
Did they get in? Okay. Apparently somebody came up and switched the switch on the gate and the gate closed.
It was the wrong gate. She went to
Oh, good. Thank you. So good then.
राड देश नाम एक चक्र ग्राम हड़ाई पंडित घरे राड देश नाम एक चक्र ग्राम हड़ाई पंडित घरे शुभ माघ मासी शुक्ल त्रयोदशी शुभ माघ मासी शुक्ल त्रयोदशी जनमेला हलधारा जनमेला हलधारा रणदेश नाम एक चक्र ग्राम हड़ाई पंडित घरे रणदेश नाम एक चक्र ग्राम हड़ाई पंडित घरे तालमाला धरणी मंडला करे तालमाला धरणी मंडला करे तालमाला धरणी मंडला करे तालमाला आनंदी नाही कोधारे आनंद नाही कोधारे शांती पूरना मने हर्षिता करी किछु अनुमाना शांति पूरना मने हर्षिता करी किछु अनुमाना अंतरे जानीला बुझि जाना मिला 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 कृष्ण अग्रज राम कृष्ण अग्रज राम वैष्णवे रमन हैलो परसा आनंद सागरे भासे वैष्णवे रमन हैलो पासना आनंद सागरे भासे ए दिन पामरा हईबे उधारा ए दिन पामरा हईबे उधारा ए दिने पामरा हईबे उधारा ए दिन पामरा हईबे उधारा ए दिन पामरा हईबे उधारा ए दिन पामरा हईबे उधारा कहे दुखी कृष्ण दासा कहे दुखी कृष्ण दासा फर्स्ट वर्स रण देशना एक चक्रग्राम हळाई पंडिता घारे रण देशना एक चक्रग्राम हळाई पंडिता घारे शुभ माघ मासी शुक्ल त्रयोदशी शुभ माघ मासी शुक्ल त्रयोदशी जनमेला हलधारा जनमेला हलधारा जय नित्यानंद राम जय नित्यानंद राम नित्यानंद राम जय नित्यानंद राम नित्यानंद राम ओ जय नित्यानंद राम जय एक चक्रग्राम नित्यानंद राम जय एक चक्रग्राम नित्यानंद राम जय निताई हे निताई हे निताई हे निताई हे ओ हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि The meaning of this is written by Dukhi Krishna Das, means Krishna Das. So with so much emotions, he is praying to this tithi, which is very auspicious. The meaning itself, you see the emotions of the composer. In the country named Rad, in the village of Ekchakra, at the house of Hadai Pandit, father of Shri Nityananda Prabhu, So the birthplace of Nityananda Prabhu is Ek Chakra, in the house of Hadai Pandit, very high class Brahmin. Haladhar, the carrier of the plough. Who is Haladhar? So that means Nityananda Prabhu is not different from Balaram. Appeared in the auspicious month of Magh, this is the month Magh, on the 13th day of the bright lunar fortnight, Shukla Trayodasi. Hadai Pandit Ati Harashita, completely ecstatic, Hadai Pandit held a grand festival and Mother Earth trembled, unable to contain her bliss. Not out of fear or terror, but out of bliss, she started trembling.
So it was ecstatic earthquake.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Ecstatic earthquake. Shantipurnath Mane Harashita Kori Kichu Anuman. The Lord of Shantipur, she is Advaitachari, having deduced the time of Nityananda Prabhu's appearance, was overjoyed at heart. He started dancing in Shantipur. He understood that Balaram, the elder brother of Shri Krishna, had appeared. The heart of all the Vaishnavas were delighted and they floated in an ocean of bliss. And now Krishnadas is saying, the morose Krishnadas says, this lowly wretch will surely be saved now. It's guaranteed. He's dancing in ecstatic. Oh, now Nityananda Prabhu is appeared. Now this lowly Krishnadas will surely be saved. Such wonderful. This is the birth song of Shri Nityananda Prabhu. Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chakshurum Litam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namah. Gurve Gauri Chandraya Radhikaya Sadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Nityanandam Namastubhyam Premananda Pradayane Kalo Kalmashnashaya Shri Janava Patehe Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaur Krishve Namaha. Ajanulambita Bhujo Kanakavadato Sankirtaneka Pitro Kamala Yataksho Vishambaro Dujavaro Yugadharma Palo Vande Jagat Priyakaro Karuna Avataro. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopeshe Gopikant Radha Kant Namastate. Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Bhaktya Vihinaya Parada Lakshe Shiktasya Kamadi Tarang Madde Kripamai Tam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charana Ravindam. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. All together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. So, humble obeisances the divine lotus feet of Srila Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, all Acharyas, entire Guru Parampara, and all associates of most compassionate, most merciful Shri Nityananda Prabhu. All glories and my humble obeisances, our humble obeisances to Shri Nityananda Prabhu along with all his merciful, compassionate associates, to Shri Radha Raman Vihari Ji and to all seniors, Vaishnava and Vaishnavis. Welcome to this center. We are observing fasting today and feasting today. Oh. And observing the appearance of Shri Nityananda Prabhu. All demigods, they must be dancing in ecstatic, celebrating this most auspicious day. Those who can understand the importance, as Sri Krishnadas we just read, now because Nityananda Prabhu has appeared, I am guaranteed my life is safe. Because there is no one else who can deliver this fallen soul. That's the mood our acharyas taught to us. So, I don't want to be selfish, singing and speaking alone. We have so many seniors here. If everyone can contribute one pastime, one glory for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever they feel like, I also want to get delivered by hearing this wonderful pastimes of Shri Nityananda Prabhu, the most compassionate, most merciful Shri Nityananda Prabhu. I would like to call upon some devotees today to speak the glories of Nityananda Prabhu, and it's not just today, we have another 3 more days to glorify Shri Nityananda Prabhu. And there are so many pastimes. Chaitanya Bhagavat is full of pastimes of Shri Nityananda Prabhu. Can you imagine Vrindavan Das Thakur starting glorifying Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he is writing Chaitanya Bhagavat. As we have Srimad Bhagavatam, which describe the glories of Krishna, and Chaitanya Bhagavat is supposed to be the glories of Mahaprabhu. But Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, moment he started glorifying and writing Nityananda Prabhu, his whole attention and meditation went to Shri Nityananda Prabhu in glorifying him. And then he's non-stop, just glorifying Shri Nityananda Prabhu. Yeah. So, there's so much the glories of Shri Nityananda Prabhu in Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat and also by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita. But in Chaitanya Bhagavat, it's more elaborately described by Vrindavan Das Thakur. And 3 places in Chaitanya Bhagavat, 3 places he wrote, Eto parihare papi jadi ninda kore tabe lati maru tar shir upare. Even after hearing so much glories of Shri Nityananda Prabhu, even then if someone has any doubt in my Nityananda or criticize my Nityananda because his activities are not normal, abnormal, being abdut, being a mad person, madness in love of Krishna, therefore his activities are not normal. Imbalance. Transcendental imbalance, not material imbalance. So even if after hearing so much glories of my Nityananda Prabhu, if you criticize, I will hit on the head of that person with my feet. 3 places he wrote this. Yeah, we can imagine how merciful and glorious is Shri Nityananda Prabhu. I would say the best incarnation, the best Lord amongst everyone. And why I am saying this, I have a reason to say this. And I'll come back to this after hearing from so many learned devotees here. First of all, I would like to request Shri Jagannath Prabhu. Please, if you can sit there because my audience can also see you. Shri Jagannath Prabhu doing so much to maintain the center, and he knows so much, but he always keeps himself hiding. That's his glories.
I guess I don't hear too often nice to be called center, but thank you very much. And Maharaj chose that last song in time when kingdom speaking guests came and they could read their own native language, right, on the screen. I would prefer reading that instead of English underneath.
Which native language?
Your song you sent me.
So, what language they speak? Hindi? Okay. Well, that was in Bengali.
So that's even closer to Sanskrit. days ago that I should speak today, so I was a little bit reading in 2 occasions, running here and there, but I read twice. So
That's good.
I had something to speak, and I thought, and I had a realization, remembering how Srila Bhakti Maharaj says that it's good to have a important service to give, and this is a little more important to speak in front of all others than hiding, like you say. I think it needs to happen more. But I was thinking about the personality of Nityananda Prabhu. We all know, I could talk also some more theory, where he was born, etc., how his guru, Lakshmipati Tirtha, took him away from his home, from his parents, when he was quite young. And that's the custom in India, that some sadhu comes and takes your son away. So, and then, he became later on disciple of...
It's a big thing in India. It's not easy to renounce in India. Okay.
And then, actually, Lakshmipati Tirtha is Diksha Guru of Madhavendra Puri, whose disciple is Ishwar Puri. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took initiation from Ishwar Puri. So Nityananda Prabhu is quite a bit older in a disciplic succession than Mahaprabhu. That's why when Nityananda Prabhu was trying to serve Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu did not like to accept it very much. He always considered Nityananda Prabhu so much more senior. Recalls because 3 days ago Maharaj was comparing himself with other devotees in this generational terms. So it's nothing unusual. We see that today happen also. But I just wanted to say something simple, understandable for everyone. What would it feel like if Nityananda Prabhu came here today? We hear so much theory. Right? And first of all, I remember one of our sannyasis says, if Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he sits right in the middle of all the gurus on the altar, one of our disciplic succession teachers. If he came, he might end up calling police. Somebody dirty, long hair, etc. And some homeless guy showed up. So I think Nityananda Prabhu is honestly even, I have to use this word, even more crazy. I recall how Srila Bhakti Maharaj says in his book Sri Guru and His Grace, he starts in this chapter about Nityananda Prabhu, that Nityananda Prabhu once came there to the house of Sachimata, quite naked, completely naked. So not this bodily conception of the life. And even more amazing, he would come to some woman and maybe drink the breast milk. I'm sorry to speak this out, but that's who Nityananda was.
That's Malini.
Malini, who was Srivas' wife. And what level is that? But it just shows like...
At that time, Nityananda Prabhu was 32 years old.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, it's okay to be a little mad, whatever, shy, so I feel okay. But it's all that mercy he possesses in singing these songs. I was trying to read translations to dive into a little bit more, and it's like a source of bliss, mountain of rasa in one of the songs we just were singing, right? But it's amazing to remember him on this day, how merciful he was. It's like forget about anything external, what you look like, right? How do you act? In one of the songs, we're just singing, he was moving his neck side to side, and I was trying to contemplate about him. But that's why, someone with this kind of power could deliver Jagai and Madai. Say to Mahaprabhu, no, you came to deliver, not to chastise anyone, right? That was your mission. When I was thinking about him for a couple of days now, I remember how Nityananda Prabhu, when he traveled with Lakshmipati Tirth, with his Gurudev, he was looking for Krishna in Vrindavan at some point, because he's Balaram, like Maharaj just said. And then some aerial voice in Vrindavan told him, the Lord is not here, he's in Bengal, in Navadvip. And he went across the subcontinent of India to be with his Lord. Such a connection deep in the heart. So when he came to Navadvip, it wasn't like he was going looking for Mahaprabhu. He was hiding in someone's house there. Yes. And Mahaprabhu himself they were actually looking for him, like at least one day, looking all over, couldn't find him. But then I think Mahaprabhu also joined everyone to go out look for him.
He knew where he was.
Yes. And when they met, you can only imagine, right? It's the best movie you could make. How two brothers meet, right? And it's looking from a simplistic point of view where I'm at, nothing too philosophical. You may think, they're not actual blood brothers. Mahaprabhu and Nitai. Nityananda was older. He was born prior to Mahaprabhu. But that heart brothers, made me to think even in India, I know for sure in Africa people, and sometimes also I've seen in America, they say he's my brother. Somehow two friends really decide they're brothers. But they were more than brothers, Nityananda and Mahaprabhu. Their relationship since, even including Krishna's pastimes, right? Balaram was transferred into womb of Devaki, and they were brothers back then, and it's like, it's even, we say more than welcome, but they were more than brothers. And at the same time, I was remembering one memory comes to me from Badger Festival. I arrived one year, maybe like at least 20 years ago, and Gurudev came in the first day in Badger. Gurudev gave a class, and during the class he said, Nityananda Prabhu himself personally takes responsibility for us who try to practice. I can never forget that, how Gurudev said that. If we have problems, Nityananda Prabhu will take responsibility about us, those who are sincere, who are practicing. And then, it was years ago, I drove down one time to Prabhu's house, and I was just reading this story, and I remembered it also, how Nityananda Prabhu, he would go around door to door. The dam was broken. He broke the dam. Like we have, for example, a Cougar Dam here, right? If it broke, we think like the town will be flooded, this and that. So Nityananda Prabhu just broke that down and flooded everything with Krishna Prem and let it flow to all, like only once in a day of Brahma. It's powerful. And it's said that he used to do heart surgeries when he would come to different people door to door. Sometimes it was more heavy, sometimes easier. One of the heavier heart surgeries were when Nityananda Prabhu went to Chandrakasi, I think is the name. Khan, thank you. And that's the rich man who actually sent, I think, a prostitute to Haridas Thakur and maybe also ordered to beat Haridas Thakur as well. So quite a personality, right? So Nityananda Prabhu decided to come up to his place one night. It was already dark, I think, with all his associates. And his idea, he knew like ahead of it when I read the story again and again, over some time, not the last 2 days, I just looked at it once, but you can understand that Nityananda Prabhu came to deliver him, and he knew what will be the outcome. And he asked him if him and his associates, all the devotees, could stay at Durga temple nearby. And Ramachandra Khan said, no, we don't have a place for you in the Durga temple. You can stay in a cow Goshala. And then Nityananda Prabhu, he loudly laughed, like, oh, certainly your place is not pure enough for devotees to stay here. And I can understand that. He did that not for himself. He did it because Ramachandra Khan did not accept all devotees who came. He wasn't thinking about himself. And he said that I can see that tomorrow Muslims will come here, they will burn this place down, they will eat meat and do many horrible things. And it happened the next day. This rich man, just because he acted like in this certain way towards Nityananda Prabhu. Yes. But I understood one thing from this story, that it wasn't like in our mindset, like he wasn't some kind of a hero like a Rambo, and showed how powerful he is, right? He went there. He was out of humility, like in such a power, knowing what will happen, and for the sake of devotees who came with him also, but especially for Ramachandra Khan, he did this. For him to be, like he stands delivered, right? I wanted to grab my phone at the end of this. I took one picture and read something real quick. It was with Gurdel, let's say some things about Nityananda. It says, in India, at first, the goldsmiths, oil makers, betel nut makers, and groups like them had no right to read the Upanishads and Vedanta. They were not allowed. But Nityananda Prabhu explained that even those like Jagai and Madai are most qualified to chant Harinam and to have Krishna Prem, and to whomever he saw, he gave initiation. Good point also, he actually initiated. He would tell everyone chant Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nityananda Prabhu embraced and inspired everyone in Bengal, including all those who were fallen, the most inauspicious groups of persons. Gurudev continues, today we are making some mistakes. We are dishonoring sincere and senior devotees who have served Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj throughout their lives. They have served Radha Krishna and Gaur Nityananda Prabhu their whole life, and from the beginning of his mission, I have also served so much, more than anyone in ISKCON. But I am not allowed to go to take darshan in any of the ISKCON temples, although it was I who gave samadhi to Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj in Vrindavan. The door to his temples are now closed to me. It's hard to read this, but I was thinking, like, there's so much Christians, for example, around, and if somebody told them, okay, Jesus came, and this is indeed like Lord Jesus Christ, whoever you are, like a Christian, you would probably just go and do whatever. This is your Lord, right? But at the same time, those same persons would not treat others who are parts of God in the way like they should. So it's a sad reality sometimes, but Nityananda Prabhu accepted everyone, treated all with utmost respect. Haribol.
Thank you. Janitai. Swati Devi?
Time is short. Time is short. We want to hear from you.
Okay, after her.
So I was also thinking about how Srila Prabhupada was so intimately connected to Sri Nityananda Prabhu that he installed his Murti form all over the world and followed very much in his footsteps of delivering very low, unqualified persons in this world. I also have a couple of quotes from Srila Sridhar Maharaj describing Nityananda's characteristics, and also a song by Vrindavan Thakur that Maharaj spoke about. He's a very famous author, and his Ishtadev was Nityananda Prabhu, and he wrote many beautiful songs, so I will also read one of those. The original spiritual master is Nityananda Prabhu. He is the general representation of Guru. In the spiritual world, he is the Guru Tattva principle in the four primary mellows of devotion, excluding the conjugal mellow. In Madhura Ras, Baladev's representation is Ananga Manjari, the sister of Srimati Radharani. The position of Nityananda is greater than that of Baladev. Why? He is distributing prema, divine love. And what is prema? It is higher than all other achievements. If one can give divine love, then all others must be subordinate to him. If Krishna is subordinate to Mahaprabhu, then of course Balaram is subordinate to Nityananda. They are similar, but when magnanimity is added, Balaram becomes Nityananda. who can distribute divine love, who can perform that higher function, has come here to this world as Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Antare Nitai, Bahare Nitai, Nitai Jabat Mai, Nagara Nitai, Nagara Nitai, Kote Kai, Sada Nitai, Aja Nitai, Nitai Nai Natal, Dasadik Nai, Nitai Sundara, Nitai Bhuvana Bha, Radha Ramaduri, Ananga Manjari, Nitai Nitai Seseve, Koti Shashadara, Vadana Sundara, Sakha Saki Baladeve, Radha Bhavini, Sham Sohagini, Sava Saki Gana Pram, Jahara Lavani, Mandapa Sajani, Shrimani Mandira Nam, Nitai Sundara, Yoga Pitta Dari, Ratna Singhasana Sije, Vasana Nitai, Gushana Nitai, Ilasa Sakyera Mate, Ki Kahibea, Nitai Sabha, Anki Mukha Savanga, Nitai Nitai, Nitai Nitai, Nitai Mutanaranga, Nitai Bolia, Duba Utulia, Choligo Brajarapuri, Dasa Vrindavan, Dini Vedana, Nitai Nacharigo Murli. In every heart, Nitai is there as a super soul, and this outer cosmic manifestation is nothing but the expansion of Nitai's energies. Not only that, he is Balaram, Naga, and his internal potency is Ananga Manjari, Nagari. We know this from the topics about Sri Nitai coming in authorized sampradayas. Nitai is my regulative principles, sadhana. He is my object of devotional service, bhajan, and the light of my eyes. Actually, the 10 directions and the whole cosmic existence is filled with my Nitai. Shri Ananda Manjari, Janavama, whose beauty and luster, very similar to Srimati Radhika, serves Sri Nitai eternally at Eka Chakra Yoga Peeth. He is none other than Shri Balarama Vrindavan, surrounded by all his beautiful sakhas and sakis, defeating the luster of millions of moons. Ananda Manjari, the younger sister of Shri Radha, is very dear to Shri Krishna. She is the very life and soul of all the other sakis in Srimati Radhika's group. To serve Shri Radha Krishna, she decorates the kunja named Mani Mandir, which is situated in the center of Radha Kund. Nitai sustains this yoga peeth and becomes a throne there for Shri Radha Krishna to rest on. In the form of dress and ornaments, Nitai takes part in the transcendental sweet dealings between Shri Radha and Krishna. Thus he enjoys Shri Radha Krishna's vilas along with all the other sakis. What more can I say? Nitai is within the eyes, mouth, and limbs of everyone, for he is the presiding deity of Sandhini Shakti. Nitai, 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 Nitai Mutanaranga. He forever acts in ever newer and newer ways to satisfy Shri Radha and Krishna. Raising my hands and chanting Nitai, Nitai, loudly and longingly, I will go to Braj. I, Vrindavan Das, only request Nitai to kindly never leave me. Sri Nityananda Prabhu.
He said, Pushpa, want to say?
Very short, I come to hear you. I hear myself speak all the time.
जय निताई नित्यानंद प्रभु की। Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur, right in the beginning of Chaitanya Bhagavat, he glorified Nityam Prabhu and Mahaprabhu in one verse because there is no difference. एक ही स्वरूप दोनों भिन्न मात्र काय, आद्य काय सबो कृष्ण लीला सहाय। अपनी करे कृष्ण लीला सहाय, शिष्ट लीला करी धर चार खाय। Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describing there is no difference between Krishna and Balaram. एक ही स्वरूप दोनों भिन्न मात्र का है. The only difference is the complexion. Krishna is dark bluish complexion and Baldev Prabhu is golden complexion. That's all. They both are same. And similar to that, the verse in an invocation in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur praying to both of them in one verse. Ajanulambito bhujo kanakavadato sankirtane kapitro kamalaya taksho vishambaro dujvaro yugdharma palo vande jagat priya karo karuna avataro. Plural tense, not singular. Ajanulambito bhujo. First of all, describing the features. They have long arms, touching their knees. Ajanulambito bhujo. Why long arms? To even embrace those who are very fallen. And to bless those who are far distant. Come here. Anyway. So this is a symptom of Mahapurushas. Those who have long arms, touching their knees. So therefore, they are not ordinary, they are Mahapurushas. Both of them. Ajanulambito bhujo kanakavadato. That's very important. Their complexion is kanaka, means golden complexion. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is golden complexion. Nityam Prabhu is golden complexion, whereas Krishna was dark bluish complexion and Baldev Prabhu is golden complexion. What is about complexion? What is about black and white? It's just randomly they have this kind of complexion, or is there something important in that? Kanakavadato. Krishna is dark complexion, as we see here Raman Vihari. Why? Because he is the enjoyer of all the rasas. Akhil Rasamrita Murti. 5 primary and 7 secondary rasas. And amongst all these rasas, the essence of all the rasas, Sarva Rasasar, is the Madhurya Ras. And to enjoy that sweetness of that Madhurya Ras, dark complexion is the most important component. Without this complexion, you cannot enjoy Madhurya Ras. Yes, that's why Rupa Goswami in Ujjwal Nirmani. He described all other devotees and other associated in other rasas. They also have colors. Means the rasa has color. So he described like Dasya Ras is cover chit kavara, means mix. Just like you see cows, sometimes they're black and white, brown and white. This is the color of Dasya Ras. Sakhya Ras, mild red color. Vatsalya Ras, very condensed red. And Madhur Ras, sham color, dark color. And because Krishna is the enjoyer, he tastes and relishes that. And that's why he is sham. But Balaram Prabhu, Baldev Prabhu, why are we describing out Baldev Prabhu? Because today is Nityan Trayodasi. And what Nityan Prabhu has to do with Baldev? We were just singing this song, no? Rad Desh Naam Ek Chakragram Hadai Pandita Ghare Shukla Magamasi Shukla Trayodasi Janma Liya Haladhar. Haladhar, the carrier of plough, had taken birth Where? At Ek Chakragram. Means Nityananda Prabhu is not different from Shri Balaram Prabhu. And Baldev Prabhu is golden complexion because not object of worship but the subject of worship. Asya Vigraha. Similarly, when Mahaprabhu and Nitya Prabhu, when they descend 538 years back almost, the both complexion is golden complexion. Because they, in this incarnation, they are not enjoyers. They both are having golden complexion. As Srila Gaur Govind Goswami Maharaj raised this question when Krishna asked for beg, borrow and steal. He applied 3 to get the moods and sentiments, and the complexion of Radharani. So only complexion was enough. Why he asked for, or beg for, or steal, or borrow the golden the complexion of Radharani? The sentiments was enough, right? Not going to elaborate on that story. Everyone knows. Why? Because he described the mood, the prem, Radhara Mahima Prem Ras Sima, the highest limit of prem, Radharani, Madanakya Mahabhav, the color of that is golden. So because Radharani is golden complexion, only she can taste and relish that. And because Krishna wants to relish this, therefore he begged to Radharani. Borrow, Gurudev said, can you just grant me 48 years? I will return you back. A small loan for 48 years, your complexion and your sentiment, and I'm going to return you back. Just 48 years. So Krishna adopted this sentiment and complexion. Kanakavadato, the golden complexion. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is golden complexion, golden avatar, yes. Similarly, Nityananda Prabhu is also golden complexion because they both are subject of worship. Asya Vigraha. Now they are playing a role as an Asya Vigraha. And because it is so essential because they came for a very special purpose. And that is to relish that and to deliver everyone and to make everyone taste that. And for that, softness of the heart is so much required. And softness of the heart is in a golden complexion. With dark complexion, heart is little hard. Krishna, very calculative. Ye yatha mam pravadante tam sate bhajamyaham. In Bhagavad Gita, you worship me in whatever proportion, I will reciprocate you accordingly. If you worship me 52.35%, I will reciprocate you 52.35%. Even though he is declared by Rupa Goswami as Vadanyaya. Vadanyaya means generous. In Laghu Bhagavatamritam, Rupa Goswami described Santavatar Bhauva Pankaj Navas Sarvatva Bhadra Krishna Vadanyaya Kova Latosi Premado Bhavati. Oh, Krishna is so merciful. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, the ocean of mercy. He even grants prem to those creepers. But which creepers? Those who are already in the kunjas. Those already situated there. He is merciful to them, no doubt. So therefore Rupa Goswami said Krishna is Vadanyaya. But describing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Namo Mahavadanyaya. There is Prasad and there is Mahaprasad. Mahavadanyaya means very generous, more than Krishna. Krishna is very calculative. Tomorrow we are going to hear in detail. We will criticize Krishna tomorrow. Not criticize. Every activity of Krishna is so glorious. It's just a way of saying. And then we will do some comparative study tomorrow and other days. So Mahaprabhu, Krishna, then we come to Radharani, then Mahaprabhu, and Why? Because we are highlighting the glories of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. So when we are doing a comparative study, that doesn't mean we are minimizing someone or criticizing someone. It's just to highlight the glories of one personality. So our topic is Sri Nityananda Prabhu, and of course, if we are describing his glories, we need to make others comparison. Comparatively, Nityananda Prabhu is more merciful than any other incarnation. Why? Kanakavadato. This is the significance of each and every word in this verse. All other incarnations, they are ready to kill everyone. Yesterday we heard Vara Bhagwan, Hiranyaksh rebuked him, and Vara Bhagwan slapped him and killed him. Hiranyakashipu, Narsimha Bhavan appeared from pillar and killed him. Ravan, Kumbhakaran, Shri Ram killed them. And then who else? Parshuram, he took his axe and killed Kshatriyas 21 times. Krishna killed so many demons. My goodness. In Braj, in Vrindavan, and more in Dwarika with his chakra. And Balaram Prabhu also. Goodness. They only come for killing, Killing it. Yes, but Kanakavadato, the glories of Mahaprabhu Nityananda Prabhu is golden complexion, with very soft heart, very sober, very mellow. It's not that demons were not present in Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, more demons. But they have taken this promise, both of them. Priya Kanakavadato, we're not going to kill anyone. We're not going to kill anyone. That's the promise about. Enough of killing the demons. But even then, Mahaprabhu, at one point, when he gets angry, his mood of Krishna manifests and is calling out, Chakra, Chakra, Chakra. You see? But Sri Nityananda Prabhu ever called upon Chakra or any weapon to kill anyone? If you comparative study with all incarnations and compare with the glories of Nityananda Prabhu, Nityananda Prabhu is superior than anyone else, especially for us, fallen, conditioned souls. For us, Nityananda Prabhu is our master, is everything, as Mataji was singing. Everything. So Kanakavadato, that's the significance of having golden complexion. And we are worshipping the golden avatars. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sri Nityananda Prabhu both golden avatars, Kanakavadato. Sankirtane Kapitro, they are the founder, the father of Sankirtan. Prior to them, no other incarnation has performed Sankirtan. Of course, they dance. And the best dancer is Krishna. The best dancer. When he was dancing on the hoods of Kaliya, all the demigods, they brought their instruments. Mridanga, Veena, Kartal. Savan Shadmuparja Suresha Shakrupar Parmeshti Puroga. They brought their instruments, started playing. But Krishna is dancing so fast, they were not able to keep up with the movements of Krishna's lotus feet. They gave up their instruments and they are just adoring the beauty of Krishna and absorbed in seeing the dance of Krishna. But the instrument start playing its own, because nothing is inert there. Every instrument, everything has emotions. They start playing their own. So best dancer is Krishna. And Ras Leela is what? It's dance. But the dance is only restricted to his own associates. The gopis which are present there, that's all. The Ras is not for us. But when Krishna came as Kanakavadato with golden complexion, as Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Shri Nityananda Prabhu, what is doing? Udilo aruna puraba bhage, dujamani gaura amani jage, bhakat samuha laya sathe, gela nagar vraje, tathai bajalo kho, घन घना जाहे जाजेरारो प्रेमे ढाला ढाला सोनारंगा चरमे नूपुरा बाजे मुकुंद माधव यादव हरि बोलो रे वदन बोरी मिछे निद्रावशे गेलो जे राती दिवस शरीर साजे उदिलो अरुणा पूर्व भागे. At dawn, Shri Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu and all associates, they are dancing, doing Sankirtan. But this Sankirtan is so much beneficial for us. And he made us also a participant in that Sankirtan. That's the glories of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. With this Sankirtan, you can extract bliss. With this Sankirtan is the only way to get deliverance. And with this Sankirtan, you can enter into the Ras Leela of Krishna. From the Sankirtan of these two personalities, Kanakavadato, Shri Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, one get entrance to the dance of Krishna in the Ras Leela. There is no shortcuts. You can't skip Nityananda Prabhu, can't skip Mahaprabhu. There is no shortcuts. This is the only route going to the Ras Leela. From this Sankirtan to that Ras Leela. Kanakavadato Sankirtane Kapitro. They are the founder of Sankirtan. Dancing. Sonar Parvata Jay Bhumite Lotai. When Nityananda Prabhu is rolling on the ground, Kabuhu Lampa, Kabuhu Jampa. Sometimes he's jumping, sometimes he's rolling on the ground. Just like Sonar Parvat, like a gold, a mountain, golden mountain is rolling on the ground. And who is that personality? Not ordinary. He is the one who is the cause of the whole cosmic creation. Not only this creation, but infinite creations, the universes. Not directly from him, but from the manifestation of him. That's Nityananda Prabhu. Karandakshay Vishnu, Garbhadakshay Vishnu, Shirodakshay Vishnu and Shesh. Therefore, is the cause of creation and maintaining the universes. Not 1 or 2 million or billion or trillion, but infinite universes. Nityananda Prabhu is the cause of this. Nityananda Prabhu is the origin of this. And that Nityananda Prabhu is rolling on the ground. Such a great personality. But Abhiman Shunya Nitai Nagara Bairai. We know any kind of ego that I am such a great personality. That I am the CEO of the Prema of Krishna. In short, in this world, technological world definition, he is the CEO. Mahaprabhu didn't distribute Prema unless he told Nityananda Prabhu to start with this. Mahaprabhu was dancing, Sankirtan, everything, but distribution of Prema, Mahaprabhu was waiting for Shri Nityananda Prabhu. He didn't start it before Nityananda, because he is the embodiment of compassion. He is the embodiment of Prema, and only he can sanction Prema. To whomever Nityananda Prabhu stamp, Mahaprabhu is bound to give Prema. Whoever try to skip Nityananda Prabhu, Mahaprabhu send them back. Who? Raghunath Das Goswami. Go back. And Nityananda said, hey Chora, you are thief. You try to steal my property without my sanction? This is Nityananda. So there is no shortcuts. Everyone has to go through the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. So, on this day, he appeared 500 some years back. Such auspicious day, we are celebrating his anniversary, his appearance, his birth anniversary. And when he was a young boy, this is Chaitanya Bhagavat. He used to play with all his friends. And what he used to play with the friends? His own pastimes. The Treta Yuga pastimes, when he was Lakshman. Who is Nityananda Prabhu? Lakshman. So sometimes he's imitating the pastime of being Balaram, and sometimes he's imitating pastime being Lakshman. So he designed one drama. He said, hey, listen, everyone, listen. I'm going to be Lakshman. You're going to be Hanuman. You're going to be Indrajit. You're going to be this. You're going to be this. Let's play. And the drama structure is, okay, Indrajit, this boy, you're going to shoot arrow on me. Arrow means like a flower. And I'm going to fall unconscious on the ground. Then Hanuman, you go run here and there and you bring some Sanjeevani, life-giving herb. And Shusain, Ayurvedic doctor, you have to bring this flower and touch to my nostrils and then I'll come back to consciousness. This is all the drama about. So everyone understood their roles? Yes, yes, yes. We all know. Bas. They started. Indrajit, he shoot one arrow, means one flower on Nityananda. And Nityananda Prabhu, such a nice actor. Sankirtan Ekapitro. And he got this flower on his chest and unconscious on the ground. Because they were young boys. The other one forgot what he has to do. That's why when we have dramas in Bajar and other places, there's always someone with a written script and tell, okay, you have to see this. Sometimes kids, they forget. So one of the boys forgot what is the next step. Hanuman forgot they has to bring that life-giving herb, Sanjeevani. Nityananda Prabhu is unconscious. All the boys got panic. Nitai, get up. Nitai, what happened to you? But he can't. He's waiting for that flower to go in his nostrils. He's unconscious. All the boys got panicked and they ran to their village and called upon Hadai Pandit. Please come. What happened to Nityananda? Nitai, he fall unconscious on the ground. He's not getting up. All villagers came running. Hadai Pandit and Mother Padma, she just hold Nitai. Nitai, what happened, Nitai? What happened to you, Nitai? Get up, Nitai. What happened? Nothing is working out. They were shaking him. Nothing is working out. And Nitai is on where? Dharani, means on Prithvi, on earth. That Nitai whose parcel and portion holds Dharani, earth on his hoods, that Nitai is now fallen unconscious on that same earth. That's the beauty of the composition, how Vrindavan Das Thakur describing. That Nitai who's holding the universes on his hoods, not Nitai, his part and parcel. That Nitai is now rolling on this Dharani, on this Prithvi. That's the beauty and humility of Nityananda Prabhu. So when everyone got panicked, Hadai Pandit say, wait a minute, what you boys were doing here? Let me know. He said, we were just, Nitai designed one drama and we were playing some roles and he said, he's going to be Lakshman and something was there. Actually, we forgot what the next step. Something he said, Indrajit going to shoot arrow on me, I fall unconscious, but what after that? Oh, what after that? There's no one to read the script. Yes. Oh yes. Hanuman has to go and bring Sanjeevani. And the Ayurvedic doctor was saying he has to bring that nose in his nose. Yes, this was the point. Then the boy acting as Hanuman, he brings some, like a drama, brought something, and said, this is the herb by which Nityai can come to conscious. And they put that flower under his nose, and Nityai come back to his consciousness. Where's Indrajit? Where's Indrajit? I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. And everyone was, what is that? He was absorbed in Lakshman, the mood of Lakshman. That's called absorption. And sometimes he's absorbed in the mood of Shri Balaram Prabhu. And is imitating those pastimes. This shows where is the absorption of Nityananda. In his own pastimes. And absorbed in Krishna. He's mad. When you see a mad person in the street, we can figure out he's little mad, imbalance. He speak, or sometimes he fall. And Nitya Prabhu is also acting same. What is difference? There's a difference in this madness. This madness is a madness in love. Okay, some people also get mad in love. Material love. They also get mad, right? And they're willing to do anything in that madness. But this madness with Nityananda Prabhu is a transcendental madness. Because Kam Prem Bhahu Antar, Kam Andatam Prem Nirmal Bhaskar. Kam is lust. So mad in that lust. But Nitai is mad in Prema, the Prema of Krishna, which makes everyone mad, and we want to become mad. This is a certain madness where we all want to, we are longing for this, we are praying for this every day. When the day will come in my life, I want to become mad in the love of Krishna, right? This is our madness. So we are not fanatic people, it's all backed by philosophy. We are not fanatic. Everything is philosophical aspect there. So in this way, Kanakavadato Sankirtane Kapitro. Shri Nityananda Prabhu, as Prabhu was describing, Shri Jagannath Prabhu was describing, sannyasi came, as it happened in Ram Leela also. Vishwamitra came and request Dashrath Maharaj, I want to take your sons, Ram and Lakshman, because I'm going to do a yajna and I can't kill demons. Demons are destroying my yajna. Yes, that's all yajna about. He was doing this yajna for not himself, to help the society, to help the people. That was the yajna about. And demons, they were throwing stool and urine and blood and bones. But one who's doing yajna, see, very important point. Give attention to this. Vishwamitra said, I can kill demons. I have potency. But I can't, because I've taken this promise. I'm the one who's chanting mantras and offering oblations in the yajna. Therefore, I can't do violence. Try to relate this. I cannot do violence. Therefore, I want your son Ram and Lakshman. And Dashrath Maharaj with broken heart, he don't want to feel separation from his sons, but he said, okay, long story. And similar, the same thing happened with, in Nityananda Prabhu's village, Ek Chakra sannyasi came, Lakshmi Pati Tirtha, the Gurudev of Shri Madhavendra. And he also expressed this, a request to Hadai Pandit, I want to take your son, because I'm going to do a tour, a pilgrimage. I want your son to help me. So this is also yajna. Gurudev of Shri Madhavendra Puripad, going around all these places, holy places, to get purified? No, to make holy places purify. Tirth kurvanti tirthani. When they move around in holy places, they make the holy places purified. So that's a yajna about. Because people in journal masses, they go to holy places, they go to holy rivers, and they throw their sins and make those holy places and holy rivers contaminated. But then pure devotees, great personalities, they move around, tirth kurvanti tirthani, they purify those holy places for more people to come and purify them. That's a yajna about. So one who is performing yajna cannot do violence. Nityananda Prabhu cannot do violence. And he never did violence. Even in the worst circumstance, I'm not touching that point, everyone knows what I'm indicating. In the worst circumstance, he got hit on his forehead, no violence there. The violence transformed to compassion. If someone hits you, what are you going to do? I will beat you, I will kill you. No one can raise finger to Lakshman. Oh, Lakshman is very, so much attitude. The pure attitude actually. The pure ego. Balram Prabhu, oh. Romarshan Sut was sitting and speaking Harikatha. And Baldev Prabhu appeared in the assembly of the sages. And just only this point that he didn't stood up in the honor. And what Balram Prabhu did? Chopped off his head. Baldev Prabhu went to Hastinapur. And the Kauravas, Duryodhana say, hey, you are a cowherd boy. You are a cowherd man. We are Kshatriyas. You are not even equal to us. Baldev Prabhu said, what you saying? I'll show you. And took his plow and he was trying to tilt the whole Hastinapur into Ganges. Then Bhishma and all came and said, oh, please forgive us. He's stupid, his Duryodhana is stupid. Please forgive us. Baldev Prabhu he can't swear. But this is Nitai. No violence. Very calm, peaceful. No violence. Akrodh Paramanand Nityananda Rai. Akrodh. There is no anger. And Paramanand, always in bliss. And what happens if you come in contact and proximity with bliss? You get bliss back. You get bliss. Anyone who came in contact with Nityananda Prabhu got bliss. Anyone who worships Nityananda Prabhu will get bliss. There's the source of bliss, the origin of bliss, Shri Nityananda. Nitya Ananda, eternally blissful. And that's why his lotus feet are compared to as Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sushitala Je Chhaye Jagat Jodai. The lotus feet of Shri Nityananda Prabhu is compared, you see in this song, with three. Nitai Pada Kamala, lotus. Koti Chandra, million of moons. Sushitala, Je Chhaya, whose shade. Shade means a tree, not ordinary tree. Desire fulfilling, Kalpataru tree. So the lotus feet of Shri Nityananda Prabhu is compared to these three. Lotus, moon and Kalpataru tree. These three. And what is common in these three? Lotus, very soothing. Lotus gives nectar, soothing. What moon gives? Soothing. And not one moon, Koti Chandra, million of moons. Je Chhaya, and what happens at the shade? If we sit under shade of a tree, imagine if it's 130 degrees Fahrenheit and we're walking in sun, we need a shade. If we sit under a tree, the shade of a tree, wow, so cooling. And Kalpataru tree, the desire fulfilling tree, is so huge. And what happens once sit under the shade of that tree? Soothing, soothness. That's why Nityananda Prabhu lotus feet is compared to these three. Lotus, moon and the shade of a tree. Soothing. So therefore, promise, no violence there. just compassion and giving bliss. So therefore there's a yajna going around all places of pilgrimage, purifying those places of pilgrimage, not to get purified. Therefore India, not speaking about from the geographical point of view, but from the scriptures. Bharat bhumite janam hoye jahar, जीवन सार्थक करी करो परोपकार. One who has taken birth in the holy land Bharat, India, is their prime duty to practice and preach and make everyone purified. All these holy places are in India. All the holy rivers in India. Yesterday we observed Vara Dwadashi. Where is the appearance of Vara Bhagwan took place? Only 100 miles from Vrindavan. There is a place called where Vara Bhagwan appeared, and he took earth on his tusk and kept on the surface. That place. Only 100 miles from Vrindavan, this place. I've been there. There's a pond there, very beautiful pond. There's a place of Shivara Bhagwan. So in India, every 50 or 100 miles is a holy tirtha, is a holy dham. Every 100. So Nityam Prabhu, Mahaprabhu, if you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, he toured all these places of pilgrimage. All. From north, south, east and west, everything. To purify the tirthas. But outside India, the entire world bereft of the mercy of Nityananda, because he never travelled outside India. No incarnation comes out of India. But the representative of Nityananda, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, they came out from India and they purify the entire world with their dust of their lotus feet, because they are not different of Nityananda. They are Nityananda. Therefore there is no curse there, no violence there, just compassion, because they represent Nityananda. Sankirtane Kapitro, originator of Sankirtan, originator of preaching. Mahaprabhu told, Suno Suno Nityanand, Suno Haridas, Amar Agya Sarvat Karo Prachar, Prati Grihe Grihe Karo E Bhikha, Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna Shikha. O Haridas, O Nityananda, go door to door and ask some bhiksha, ask some alms from them. What? You going to ask? Rice? Spices? Flour? Money? No. Beg them, request them. Bolo Krishna. Take the name of Krishna. Chant the name of Krishna. Bhajo Krishna. Worship Krishna. And follow the instruction of Krishna in your life and make your life the most successful life. Don't waste your life in just eating, sleeping, mating and defending. That's all. Animals do this. Then what's the difference between human and animals? With that elevated consciousness, we need some more elevation. From this material world, transition to the spiritual world with that elevation, elevated consciousness. So make everyone, masses, aware of this. That I'm giving both of you this task. Question here. Why Haridas and Nityananda? Why not anybody else? Anyone else? Why only these two personalities? You know why? Because there's a question.
They're the most compassionate?
No, all associates of Mahaprabhu is compassionate.
Okay.
Because who created the universes?
Nityananda.
And who is the immediate creator?
Oh, Brahma.
And who is Haridas Thakur?
Brahma.
Shri Haridas Thakur is Brahmaji. And who is Nityananda? The originator of all universes. So if you creating the universe, you are supposed to take care of your universe. You are responsible. Vishambharo. In just one verse, written by Vrindavan Das Thakur, everything is present. All summarizing all pastimes, tattva, siddhanta, pastimes, everything in just one verse. Vishambharo means what? The maintainer of universe. So name of Krishna, Mahaprabhu is Vishambhar. And name of Nityananda Prabhu is also a kind of Vishwaroop. Vishambharo. As Prabhu was asking me this question, how we can say Nityananda Prabhu is Mahaprabhu, they are brothers? They have different parents. But Shri Lochan Thakur, Pailo Jagat Kevala Vancha. No. Shri Lochan Thakur, in Chaitanya Mangal, he described this. When Nityananda Prabhu was touring India, Vishwarup Prabhu, who already took sannyas prior to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the elder brother of Mahaprabhu, he took sannyas, he entered in the body of Sri Nityananda. Chaitanya Mangal Lochan Thakur. That's why Nityananda Prabhu and Mahaprabhu, they are brothers. As Krishna, son of Devaki, and Sankarshan also was in the womb of Devaki. Understand? And then the son of Devaki got merged into the son of Yashoda. And Sankarshan merged into, transformed into the womb of Rohini, Balaram Prabhu. So, that's the connection why they are brothers. Devaki, the seventh womb is Sankarshan, who got transformed in the womb of Rohini Maya, where Balaram Prabhu was there. And the eighth son of Devaki entered in, Vasudeva Maharaj carried on his head, and he merged with Yashoda Nandan Krishna. So that's why Krishna and Balaram, they are brothers. From this Siddhanta. And how Nityananda Prabhu and Mahaprabhu brothers? Because Vishwarup Prabhu, who is elder brother of Mahaprabhu, he entered in the body of Shri Nityananda Prabhu. That's why they both are brothers.
So then you could say that Vishwarup was Nityananda Prabhu
Yeah, they're non-different.
before he left?
No, what do you call? A portion of Shri Nityananda Prabhu. Like Sankarshan and Balaram. Similarly, Vishwarup Prabhu and Shri Nityananda Prabhu. I know. So, what I was saying?
So you're saying that by Tattva, Vishwarup is a portion of Nityananda, but by Leela, he was Chaitanya's older brother, so that when he emerged into Nityananda,
Yes.
then we can consider Nityananda
Just like Sankarshan,
Chaitanya's brother.
just like Sankarshan Bhagwan, he came seventh womb of Devaki, senior to Krishna. And then Krishna came as the eighth womb. Right? Similarly, Vishwarup Prabhu and then Mahaprabhu. So Vishwarup Prabhu entered in the body of Nityananda Prabhu. That's Lochan Das Thakur. His evidence. He's the evidence of this. So, Vishambharo. So you created the universes. Now you are responsible to maintain that. And how to maintain? Vishambharaya Dhimahi. We chanting every day. How you have to maintain that? Not with food or air supply. With prema. So you both are responsible to make everyone chant the name of Krishna and get prema. You both are responsible. That's why Mahaprabhu chose both of them. Another reason is Haridas Thakur is Tumi Jagat Guru, Tumi Jagat Arje. It's Namachare Haridas Thakur. So one who is Namachare, he can give, he can deliver people by giving the teachings on Nam. And similarly Nityananda Prabhu, day and night chanting. But Nityananda Prabhu is a little tricky. His activities get little difficult to reconcile. And that's why the simple word we say, Avdut, Avdut, Avdut. Mad, mad, mad. Mahaprabhu told him to go and beg everyone, Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna Shiksha. And Nityananda Prabhu came door to door. Bhaj Gaurango, kaho Gaurango, laho Gaurange naam re. Bhaj Gaurango, kaho Gaurango, laho Gaurange naam re. Jai jana Gauranga bhaje, se amar pran re. Anyone who chant the name of Gauranga can purchase me. I'm ready to serve myself. I'm on sale. And you can purchase me by just chanting the name of Gauranga. Idam bahu svote ratati ratayan ya pratigriham bhaja Nityananda bhajanut nirvadi. With his arms high in the sky, he's calling out everyone. Everyone, just chant the name of Lord and make your life successful. And by hearing this, good news, bada sukher khabar gai, surabhi kunjete name, hat khode che khod nitai, bada majar katha gai. Oh, the great news, the great news, the great news. What's the great news? Yeah, we're getting stimulus checks. It's the great news. Another $3,000 stimulus checks. Nityananda Prabhu is distributing, actually started from him, the stimulus checks. He's distributing those checks. Take this. Amara kinniya lo bolo Gaur Hari. You can purchase me just by chanting Gaur Hari. What can be more big check than this? And that's why all Vaishnavas, they became so happy and they start singing Dayal Nitai Chaitanya Bole Nache Amar Man. What is the meaning? My heart is dancing by chanting the name of Nityananda Prabhu and Mahaprabhu. Dayal Nitai Chaitanya Bole Nache Amar Man, Nache Amar Man, Nache Amar Man, Nache Amar Man, Nache Amar Man. Dayal Nitai Chaitanya Bole Nache Amar Man. Dayal to nahi re, Dayal to nahi re, Markhe prem de. Dayal to nahi re, Aparad shunya habe pabe prema dhan. Nitai Chaitanya bole nache amar man. Oh, my heart is dancing now because I got someone to whom I can take a refuge and he can deliver me. I expected something from Krishna, but when I hear his promise, my dreams shattered because he's very calculative. Then I got a hope from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but he's very merciful, Mahavadanyaya. But when I read Chaitanya Chaitamrit, he's very strict with grasthas and sannyasis. Even if you're not wearing tilak, Mahaprabhu said, your chanting mantra goes in vain. Mukunda, when Mahaprabhu was teaching students on the bank of Ganga, Mukunda came around dusk. And Mukunda has no tilak. Mahaprabhu said, Mukunda, your sandhya means you're chanting a mantra just in vain because you've not applied tilak. He's so particular about tilak and external appearance and so much more. Oh, Mahaprabhu, I'm very weak. Can't maintain that. I had so much hope from you, so much expectations, but you also very strict. And I'm this jiva of this Kali Yuga, all false. And this path of bhakti is Kantav Koti Ruddha, Kal Kale Balev, Indri Very Varga. My senses are not helping me. My mind is pulling me in different directions. Bhakti Marg Iha Kantav Koti Ruddha. And on the top of that, this path of bhakti is full of thorns and obstacles. Oh. What can I do? But great news. Nitai has appeared in Ek Chakra. And what is the quality of Nitai? Mark he prem de. Eman dayal to nahi rahi. Haridas Thakur, Nityananda Prabhu, just concluding here. But I am going to speak tomorrow again. Haridas Thakur and Nityananda Prabhu, they went to one street where two rogues, drunkard, in a clay pot. They used to drink in a clay pot. Alcohol, totally drunkard. Oh, all kind of sins. Beating people, killing people, robbing them, abusing them, disturbance to the girls, everything. What is that which they have not done in their life? All sins. I can say the storehouse, the embodiment of sins. Jagai and Madai. And Nityananda Prabhu Haridas Thakur went in the street. Hey brothers. Addressing them brothers. What can be more humble than Nityananda Prabhu? Addressing everyone brothers. Why don't you chant? Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna Shikha, Bhaj Gauranga, Kaho Gauranga. Hey rascals, go away from here. Chase them away. Otherwise we'll hit you. Go away from here. And Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur ran away from there. And Nityananda Prabhu is very fast in running. Kabuhu lampa, kabuhu jump. He knows how to jump and how to run fast. Haridas Thakur's little big body, very difficult for him to run fast. Somehow he came to Mahaprabhu, breathless. Oh, today my life is safe. Tomorrow I'm not going to go with Nityananda. Mahaprabhu said, what happened? What's wrong? Nitai is very merciful. No, he has no consideration. Where to go, where not to go. What happened? And Haridas gave the whole account. Oh, two dogs in the street, drunkard. They were ready to kill us. Today I saved my life. Tomorrow I'm not going to go with him. Mahaprabhu smiled. That's my Nitai. That's my Nitai. He goes those places where no one goes. He goes those places where everyone fear to go. That's my Nitai. The next day, Nityananda Prabhu again, he said, where will I get the best recipient? The mercy is not only for those who are uttams. The mercy is for those who are adhams, fallens. Who can be more fallen than them? And by converting them, by changing them, I want to show the potency of the strength of Harinam and my Prabhu, Mahaprabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu said, hey, chant the name of Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna. And Madhai, again you are here. Took this pot of alcohol. Want to hit Nityananda Prabhu. Jagai said, no, he's a holy person. Don't do this, this offense. Hey, you move away from here. And Madhai took this pot and hit on the forehead of Nitai. And blood emanated from him. He fell unconscious on the ground. And all devotees stunned. What is this? Nitai, who came to deliver them. And he got offended, he got hit on his head, forehead. They all came to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu, disaster. Nityananda Prabhu fall on the ground, and he got blood emanating from his forehead. Mahaprabhu became ferocious, angry, ferocious. He came on the spot and he saw this. Chakra. The mood of that Krishna manifested. Killing. Can't forgive. Especially that person offending Vaishnavas. And my Nitai, who's there just to help you? Where is my chakra? I want to kill them. Nityam and Jagai Mata saw this. Trembling, shaking. And Nityam Prabhu, so merciful, catch hold feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. No. This incarnation, no killing, Baba. Enough of killing. This avatar, no killing. Please, no killing. And you know, Mahaprabhu, Jagai stopped Madhai when he was hitting me. Mahaprabhu heard this, his heart melted. Oh Jagai, you stopped Madhai, your brother. Just because of hearing this, my heart is melting. My mercy on you, my blessings to you. And Madhai, he will not get spared. But Madhai catch hold the feet of Shri Nityananda Prabhu. Jagai was catching hold feet of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Madhai Nityananda Prabhu. Mahaprabhu said, done. My whole anger is just finished. Anyone who hold the feet of my Nitai, how can I kill that person? He become the recipient of my entire wealth. And what is my wealth? That praying. So Mahaprabhu forgive them because of Nityananda Prabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu said, Mahaprabhu, मेरे श्री कलशी माता ताई बोले कि प्रेम देवो ना की. I'm distributing prema to everyone, and just because they hit me on my forehead, just because of that, I will not give prema to them. Just because of this. That's not me. You see? And Nityananda Prabhu forgive them. Mahaprabhu forgave them, and Mahaprabhu said, okay, give me your sins. Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj, he used to tell this story. Jagai Madhai gave their sins to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu accepted their sins and he turned black. From golden to black. And they both got purified. Mahaprabhu said, will you ever do sin again? Ar nare bap. Not again. Not again. So Jagai Madhai got excused. And this title of Nityananda is given to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Where in Navdeep Dham Parikrama, when he was preaching, doing Parikrama, then all those who were against him, they brought those soda bottles and the bricks, and they tried to kill Srila Prabhupada there, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And Param Gurudev, he protected Srila Prabhupada. And then Param Gurudev filed a court case in Calcutta against those people. But when Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada heard this, he called upon Param Gurudev. He said, Vinod Bihari, no need for court case. He said, Gurudev, they wanted to kill you. They must get some punishment. They must get some punishment. Srila Prabhupada said, no. They try to hit on me, not my Siddhanta, not my philosophy. I can forgive them. But when they will try to attack my philosophy, then I will not spare them. So we have to punish them, not punish them, we have to correct them with our philosophy, with our writings. So take your case back. Param Gurudev took the case back, and then it was in the headlines in the newspaper. And what was written there? Nityananda is still present. Nityananda is still present. Who can be more merciful than Nityananda Prabhu? Those rocks that hitting him, they hit him, and he's giving prema to them. It's just like a tree. You take a stone and throw on a tree. Tree is not throwing stone back. Tree is giving the fruits. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, when he got so much people trying to kill him, he said, there's no need to file any court case against them. And the headline said, Nityananda is still present today. And this title of Nityananda also goes to our Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. It's so offensive to even say, no, it's so hurtful to say, when I saw that video where when Srila Prabhupada has any apartment to stay, and one drunkard, he gave a room to Srila Prabhupada to stay in New York or Boston somewhere. I don't know the details, please. And one night he came with so much drinking, totally drunk, and Srila Prabhupada getting one little couch to rest on, and he came in the midnight and started hitting him. And Srila Prabhupada has to leave that place. Nityananda is still present. And this is our Guru Parampara. We start from Nityananda Prabhu. Accepting every kind of abusement, but in return, I'll give you prema. Those people offering wine bottle to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada giving them prema. That's Nityananda. That's Guru Tattva. That's why I said in the beginning, there cannot be no one as merciful as Nityananda. You can compare. It's a competitive study. No one can be that merciful. Everyone is merciful on their levels. But no one can be merciful than Nityananda. Param Karuna Bahu Duijana Nitai Gaura Chandra Sab Avatar Sara Shiromani Keval Anand Kanda Parama Karuna Bahu Duijana Nitai Gaura Chanda Sarva Avatar Sarashiromani Kevala Ananda Kanda Keval Ananda Kanda Anand Kanda Nitai Chanda is Nitai Chanda. We are very fortunate. We are hearing the glories of Nityananda Prabhu, and Mahaprabhu gave this spoon. Whoever worship my Nitai, whoever glorify my Nitai, whoever takes the name of my Nitai, I promise I forgive all their offenses. I promise I will give them prema. But with that sincerity, with honesty, with that pure practice, if you're trying to serve Shri Nityananda Prabhu, and what is the service of Shri Nityananda Prabhu? The instruction which Mahaprabhu gave to Nityananda Prabhu, Prati grihe karo hi bhikha, go everywhere and make everyone chant the name of Krishna, make them devotees. That's the best service to Shri Nityananda Prabhu. And by doing this, from that Sankirtan movement of Shri Nityananda Prabhu and Mahaprabhu, getting entrance into the Ras Leela of Shri Radha Raman Bihari. That's the journey about. Gaur Premanande, Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. And Nityananda Prabhu associates ki jai. There's so much more to say. I just started describing the Ajanu Lambita Bhujau. There's so much more. So we, with all of your kindness and your presence and your mercy, I'm very fallen, and I will try to purify myself by speaking more glories on Nityananda Prabhu tomorrow and other days. Also, I will ask other devotees to also please contribute 2, 3 every day. In this way, we are all going to please the Lord. Mahaprabhu and Shri Radha. Gaur Premanande, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nityananda Prabhu ki. The offering is not done yet?
They are still preparing.
Okay.
It's ready. Okay.
Yes, then we can Manmohan Prabhu. We can hear Maha Mantra from you. Maha Mantra. Yes. Yes.
So when Nitai and Haridas were running away, you said that you don't have to be faster than who's chasing you. You just have to be faster than the slowest one.
Yes, of course. That's a good one.